You know what I mean?
And yes, we are here. I am your man, Mister. As you all know, RT is my name. But I am Freddie in the flesh, Mr. Freak. I'm gonna call myself you, man. Mr. Fly Clips himself. Freddie and here with my mans. And this is what we do, the 2B1G, and he is
Mr. Frequent Flyer Lounge. You know how I move. You know?
So we're gonna jump right into it today.
Right.
Today we are 4 episodes in. We gotta get y'all in the deep into the number 3, but you know, so we'll get back to that. But we're 4 episodes in, and we're getting a little comfortable with this.
I'm comfortable. My feet up.
You know what I'm saying?
My feet up already. My feet up.
Like we kind of out here a little bit. So hopefully we can start to exactly like we saying we out here. We want to make sure we get it out here to y'all if we can. So.
And let me chime in. Also, when you guys review the content, make sure you put hashtag committee to know you rock with us and everything like that. So you're gonna see hashtag committee when you see us post a video. Therefore, that's what we want to call y'all. So if y'all moving with us like we want y'all to move with us and we need y'all to move with us, just make sure you do that hashtag committee. Know you rocking with us, moving with the movement, how it's moving. You feel me? So that's what we on episode 4. We got some great content today. We want y'all to chime in. It's some good questions. It's going to be a little debate in here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little debate in here.
Absolutely.
You know? How y'all feeling out there as well? Shake my hand. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
Yes, sir. Say hi. Make sure you wave, whatever you want to do. Give a heart. Make sure you like, subscribe.
Right.
All that lovely stuff. Mm-hmm. But we're going to go to the first thing, which I think is more important these days than anything. And I'm going to ask you, and you know what I'm saying, we're bouncing back and forth, but what's your biggest flex, non-materialistic, that you have, that you can say that, you know what I'm saying, that's my thing. That's my, you know what I'm saying, like, that's what I, you know what I'm saying, like, that's what I hold like a necklace on me, you know what I'm saying, like, that's my thing. So,
my communication, man.
Okay.
I'm able to communicate. Okay. Like, as I get information, or I need something, or I'm trying to help somebody, or I need help from somebody, being able to communicate effectively so I can articulate myself very well to get my point across, and in return, actively listen to individuals that's providing me with information as well. Without communication, there's no back and forth, there's no dialogue. Right, you know what I'm saying? And in this world, there's always a buyer and a seller. So if you can't effectively communicate what you're selling or what you're buying, how can you get what you need? You see what I'm saying? So that's one of my biggest non-materialistic flexes that I think I have. How about yourself?
Okay. I would probably say my most non-materialistic flex is how I care. Like, I really make sure that I show and I express that the things I care for, the people I care for, because that's something that you can't buy. That's an effort that somebody shows you that you can't get no matter how hard you try, unless that person really just wants to give it to you. And that's what I like. I flex that on the people that are around me that know me, and they know what they can get from me. They know if they call me, they're gonna get that care from me. They're gonna get that. They need some advice. They need, you know what I'm saying, whatever I have and I can give myself, I definitely make sure I give it.
I think we say the same thing as time.
Absolutely.
So providing individuals with your time, you're able to show that you care, because everybody can't get it.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. I can't be caged off, because once you cage yourself off, you could, I mean, it's so many people that need somebody to flex on them with something that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to walk around, my car, man, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Again, me, I like saying, oh man, my shoes, man, I like nice shoes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, but that don't mean nothing to somebody that don't have nothing.
Right,
like,
having something money can't buy.
Right.
Having something money can't buy.
All they want you to do is just reach out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you might just need me to listen to what you got to say that day.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big, when you can listen to somebody, that's a big flex. Like, people, y'all need to, like, and these are things that you can adopt just in your regular life, because everybody needs that thing that you can't buy.
Right.
Everybody needs that. I mean, you give it to your kids. You can give it to other people just by smiling at them when you walk past them. A regular acknowledgement of who you are.
Right.
Show them who they might be. Like, man, maybe I should start saying hi to somebody. Maybe I should start being this way to somebody. So it's, I mean, each one teach one. Like, I mean, it's always us.
Right. And even to piggyback off that, you have to know that you can't be bought, and you need to stand on your square with what you stand for, right? Because being if somebody know they could buy you, you're never going to be on fertile ground. You're never going to be able to stand your post, right? You're never going to stand on business and based upon who you are, and they're going to look at you as a joke.
Because you can always be leveraged,
right? Facts.
As long as you can be leveraged, anybody can walk up to you with anything, and man, they can dangle it in front of you, and you're gonna run,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If somebody can persuade you with money to do something to go and get your morals, ethics, and your moral compass, like, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around that type of person, man. You're gonna waver when it matters.
When it matters.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh my!
You know what I'm saying? I can't be around that type of energy.
And as much as I need my hands, I like punching. I will punch you. Like, that's not.
Yo,
man. Come on, man. I just, man, like, that's just
betrayal.
It's just straight betrayal, and that's something I'm really like, I don't. If you betray me, that's all you got to do. If you don't want to mess with me, just betray me. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave you alone faster. I'll leave you alone. Then you on fire, man. I'll at least try to put y'all to be on fire, but you betray me, I'll let it burn. I watch you. Matter of fact, I might bring some popcorn and throw it. You see how fast it pops.
Let me ask you a question. So, when it's a loved one, do you still have that same energy?
Absolutely.
Factual.
Absolutely.
Factual. There's no compromise.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because nobody's gonna compromise on me, whether I'm a cousin, a friend, a brother, or whatever the case may be. Nobody's gonna compromise on me. It's gonna be me to the dirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They go, well, you should have done so and so. Well,
right.
I feel the same way.
Right.
I feel the same way because I'm not gonna do nothing to you for me to put you in the dirt, and I'm not gonna do nothing to you for you to put me in the dirt.
Right. Right.
But that's absolutely.
That's a great question.
Nobody gets a pass. Nobody gets a pass. Because nobody's gonna give you, like, I always put it in reverse. Like, if it was me doing these same things to somebody, I would get I get drugged through 3 parts of the mud and then through the rocks.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for you, but you know what I'm saying? I don't regret
it. Let me see the question. The question that I got is college still necessary? Now, that's a twofold question, right? But I want you to answer it how you feel fit or how you see fit. Is college still necessary to be successful in today's economy and time?
Wow. To answer your question, man, that's I mean, because and like you say, like, I can take it in a couple parts because with me being an entrepreneur and a sole proprietor for as long as I have been,
right?
I did need some education to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did need to learn the trade of being a barber. So I can't fully say you don't need it, but I can't fully say that you do.
Okay.
Because I've seen people with no formal education, and they're more successful than people that didn't sat in school for 12 years and caught debt and did all this other little stuff, and they don't have to worry about that. I mean, they have their different pitfalls, of course, but all in all, like, that's a tricky question. That's something else because the slope can go either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I mean, because if I tell my son, don't go to school, follow your dream, my son will sit at home and watch YouTube.
Right.
And think he's gonna be a YouTuber or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying that won't lead him into something, but that probably is not gonna. It's the statistical chance of him really bumping into something just watching YouTube is very low compared to him getting out in the world and picking up a hammer and learning how to measure a piece of wood.
Right.
Man, anything. It's really, it's wow. That's
what it was.
That's one of them ones. Because we all need to learn. Like we learn every day.
Right.
We talk about learning every day. Like
Right.
we talk about, man, if you're not learning, you might as well die. And it's bad to say. I'm not trying to say, but it's like you should be learning something every day, no matter how minuscule it is. And I'll say it like this: then. Formal education is probably not needed as much as emphasized.
Okay.
Definitely. Like 4-year college is not needed if you don't need to be studying something that you're trying to do for 4 years.
Okay.
Like doctors continuously practice even after they go to school for years because the situation get through at you that wasn't in school. You know what I'm saying? My son wasn't at your school when this happened, so he has a different diagnosis because he's a totally different person. So you got to look at him in a different way. So it's, yeah, man, you can want that. I like that. But now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it is and it isn't based upon who you are, similar to what you said, right? I would want someone to go to school, and I think individuals need to go to school when they're going for a trade to be licensed. If you're going for a trade to be licensed, I feel like you need to go to school. Also, when I went to school and graduated, I went to school because I didn't have the discipline to know what to study in order to be successful in the business world. I didn't have YouTube like these kids got now. Now you got a roadmap. Everybody got a DIY that they put on YouTube that you can watch, that you can learn. The pro and the con of that is who you learning from. How do you know they're expert in that trade, right? So, and then when I look at, so if you're going to school, know what you want to do. Make sure school is worthwhile. Therefore, you're going for the right reason, right? Now, if you don't go to school, you got to read a ton of books and do a lot of knowledge, and you got to be very disciplined in order to do that. Yeah. So for me, I did both. I know what it feels like to go to school, and I know what it feels like to learn on my own. But going to school, it taught me how to study. It taught me how to learn. It taught me certain things that I don't think I would have been able to get if I didn't have that structure on what to do. Right. When I spend my money, I'm not going to waste my time. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I understood. So I think it's definitely based upon you. I know kids like you mentioned, but I know the opposite. Kids watch YouTube and they just figure it out. Because at a young age, they was able to just focus on YouTube. Right. And they have parents that are already good enough to allow their kids to do that. I didn't have that. Right. I had to go out and get it. So do I think school is necessary? It depends on who you are. I think education is necessary, whether formal or informal. Make sure you're constantly learning, constantly growing. That's the biggest thing. So it all depends on you. Don't knock somebody who go to school and don't knock somebody who doesn't. Right. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on it. You know, so.
Well, but also at some point, those people that don't go to school though also have to, just like anybody, you have to know your, like, I don't want to say you know your place, but you have to know, like, you have to know where you're supposed to be in certain situations. Every situation is not yours. Just because you're smart in that situation doesn't mean you are automatically well versed in something else. Right. And you just can't take that on. Right. Because now you're building up a facade like you know, like you really, but you don't know. And that's insulting to people that do know. Right. Because now they listen to you like, what kind of education did you have? Because I know you do. I know you screw boats, but now you're over here kicking rocks. Why are you kicking rocks? You don't have no.
What's your credential?
What's your credential? Right. Exactly. So
it's solidified.
So and then that's again the gray area of crime in life. Like I can fake education. I can fake smart. I can fake dumb. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on. Again, I guess that's education itself though. It's free education.
Like the crazy thing is like I know people who's well off that didn't go to school. I know people that's well off that went to school, right? The thing is, when you go to school, you can basically calculate your debt because it's somewhere where you can see it. But when you don't go to school and you're investing in yourself and losing a lot of money and time along the way, how do you calculate that? If I'm going to school and I know what I'm going to school for, and I know I'm going to school to get this license and do this trade, I know what I'm going for. In life, you're fishing.
Right. You don't know what
you don't know what it is.
Right.
So and when you go that route, there's nothing wrong with it, but you're constantly losing money. It's just you are not able to say how much money you lost because there's so much things you got to do. Right. How long you were studying for? How many courses do you got to pay to watch? That whoever your favorite person is, it just depends on who you are. If you could do both, do both. See what fits you the best.
Right.
Is college necessary?
Exactly.
Necessary? Yes and no. Is education necessary? Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, what you got for me?
We're some healthy guys, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think most people run purposely to medicine and people that they know does not do them well for no given reason? But if a person come up and tell you, hey man, all you got to do to cure that is take you some elderberry.
Boost your immune system.
But they'll look at you like you just told them to swallow hot salt rocks with acid. Why do you think people are not as accepting to natural remedies as they are to man-made ones that are obviously, again, when you listen to them, if I take it, I'm probably gonna die. I'm gonna have, matter of fact, hold up, I'm gonna have diarrhea, schizophrenia. I'm gonna have popcorn coming out of my ass. I'm also gonna have cotton candy coming out of my ear. I'm also gonna have like all this stuff just so I can take this one pill.
In my personal opinion, I feel like accessibility. When you got a man-made drug, it's so much more accessible. It's so much more convenient, right? And the microwave effect. I take the drug, whether it's a placebo or not. I take this drug. I want immediate cure. I want immediate results. They're looking at the fix for now, regardless if it's going to hurt them later, right? And when you look at holistic approaches, right, Ayurveda approaches, things from the ground, herbs, it's like if it's not popular, then I'm not going to take it, right? It's a popularity contest in a lot of situations, right? Because I don't even want to get into it. I know somebody personally, they had a situation where the doctor prescribed them something. It was curing one issue and gave them 4 more, right? And I'm like, yo, if you take that, that's going to hurt you. You're killing yourself, and you're killing yourself slowly. But being that the doctor said who went to school and their license is certified, they want to go that route because it's the quick fix and people want to numb the pain.
Instead of curing the pain.
Right. You cure from within, like at the end of the day, is what you put in your body overall.
Yeah.
Right. So that's my approach. And that's what I think individuals' accessibility. Your insurance is going to cover man-made cures or medicine. Whereas the holistic approach, it costs more because it's hidden from you.
Right.
Right. And you have to.
And you think it's a risk.
Right. And it takes longer for the cure because it's curing you from the inside. Yeah. Nothing you're trying to cure is going to happen overnight.
Right. It's not just going to jump in your body and be like,
oh,
I'm fine. Oh, I'm good now.
Oh, it's no immediate gratification. And that's in anything in life. So once again, it goes back to the approach, right? Anything that we do, it takes time. And anything you try to rush to happen, you're not meant to have it because you didn't put in the work to get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to go through the process and you got to trust the process. You know what I mean? How about yourself? What you think?
Personally, I think it's fear. I think people are scared of change.
I believe that.
Because I personally run into too many people that they ask me, oh man, how you do? And when I tell them, again, they look like I just told them to go slide down the razor blade, land the alcohol river, man. Right. That's what you gonna do. Go, like, like I give you an example. I told I had a person they were talking to me and they asked me how could I enjoy life and I'm not and my food doesn't sound enjoyable.
I hear what you're saying, but
Like I explained to them how I eat
right.
and they told me, so are you happy? I'm telling you, are you happy? I was like, when you should probably be really unhappy because you don't seem like you're enjoying food. So with you not enjoying food, you can't be enjoying life. I said, wow.
That's crazy.
I was like, I'm wow,
Wow.
that's throwing because I enjoy I enjoy life more
facts.
that I
Facts.
don't eat the things that I used to eat more than I enjoyed life then when I was eating a burger with extra mayo and all that extra like just all that. Like I wasn't enjoying I enjoy life now. Like I enjoy life now more than ever. But again, the fear of somebody else or just the fear of changing when I tell people don't eat.
Right. So fast. Okay.
So if you decide, anyone out there, if you decide to fast,
right.
7 days, 2 days, 1 day, whatever, I say start 1 day and see if you can get through the day, then go to the next day. But
why do you tell them to fast?
Because food is killing us.
Right.
Because food is killing us, period. And until you decide to stop eating some of the stuff that's killing you and see how your body feels afterwards, right. You're always gonna have to go to the doctor. Right. Instead of the doctor calling you one day saying, hey, you haven't been in so long, what's going on? No, I don't need you. You're not needed when I'm not consuming. Right. When I'm not consuming the crap that they just right. given us like over and over and over again. So
a lot of the food people enjoy is good right now, but later on it's going to really destroy you. And it's going to be very hard to carry when it's too far.
Absolutely.
When you're too far into the situation. So I agree 100%.
The diabetes in our community, everything in our community that is a detriment, people love. And again, I'm a culprit. I used to love everything that people love. I used to love it too, but I had to. I had to stop it. It don't love me. Right. It don't love me at all.
I don't do nothing. I'm sober in every situation.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up one thing about this, right? And I want people
you
to
good.
Like pay attention to it. I live in Arizona. We live in Arizona. There's more fast food places to eat going down the street. If you look on both sides of the street, than I've seen in most places. And you could probably point out in that radius how many of those places are healthy places. It's probably one in a 5-mile radius each way. If that. Right. But I bet you it's a Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, all these things right down the street. Ding, 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 ding. But everybody will tell you, oh, I'm good, man. Oh, my blood pressure is good. Don't worry about it. But the car you drove in to that place, you take better care of that car than you do yourself. Right. That car run better than you. You can't. Matter of fact, you can't even run. The crazy thing is, you can't even run. It's because they're taking care of what people can see, right? Compared, like internally, individuals can't see that, so you neglect that the most, right? But it's all gonna come out at some point, right? Man, that's what. Oh man, I don't know. Right. I don't know what that is. Oh wow. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that, but give me some more chicken. Fry that chicken hard too. Man, come on, man. But this is what we do to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else will be down on somebody else about whatever habit they decide to. Right. Like, and that's what I like. That's bad. Like you You will lose a friend from changing your diet instead of losing a friend from doing drugs.
Right.
You will gain a whole group of friends just because you do drugs.
Yep.
You stop eating a certain way, all the people will go
They
away
feel
from
like you ain't fun no more. Like I've been through that.
You will lose all them people. That's craziness.
Factual. You know what I mean?
That's a crazy community to be a part of, man. But it's also the one I'm a part of. Hey, I like it because I like anybody that like themselves.
Right.
Point blank. If you like yourself, I like it. But if you don't like yourself, I'm really probably not gonna be fun around you because you're gonna hear about all how I like myself.
Right.
And I don't mind telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, that's what I'm
Right.
here for.
Right.
I'm here to teach one, and if you need to understand, I'm helping.
It's my question.
I know. I'm just.
I got one for you. Do you feel men appreciate a natural woman more than an enhanced woman, or vice versa, and why? And then your personal preference, if you have one.
Okay. I'll say in general first.
All right. Yeah.
In general, I think most men like natural women. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Like I think they like natural women personally.
Mm.
But to look at, like we have no more magazines. The only magazine we have is Instagram. Ladies. We don't have anything to look at. So the things that used to be in pages that we could look at that nobody's seen us look at, now everybody knows what we look at. So it's the visual of the BBL, it's the visual of the big old booty, but at the same time, once you see it exaggerated to the point where you got too thick legs and too much top, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just getting out of hand when the proportions ain't in my hand.
Okay.
It's just not, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it's some of those that if you put them in a room if you put the right one that had the right work done in a room, you probably couldn't be able to tell unless I physically had my hands on both of them. You know what I'm saying, or something. So, I mean, like, and me personally, I like a natural woman. But I'm not gonna turn down a woman that has done whatever she's done to herself because that's her body. She wants to do whatever she wants to do. If I'm gonna like you, I'm gonna like you if you fat, skinny. If I'm gonna like you, that's what I'm gonna like you for. And ain't nothing gonna be able to change that. So, but
which one do you prefer if you had to choose one?
To choose one, I'm choosing a natural girl.
Okay.
Period. I mean, but and again, at the same time, that's it. Okay, she could be natural, but she got her boobs done. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I can take a boob job. I don't think I could take an ass job. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to see ass jiggle. I don't like to see
but
it
you
like
chicks are getting hands on their cheeks and it's still get jiggle.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to go out and we're gonna do a field trip or something. We gotta go out and feel, so we gotta go out and be like, okay, let me feel the BBL and let me see it shake in front of me. And then I know the natural it's gonna be like, what's the song? Baby water.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I forgot her name.
It's gonna be like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm gonna need to see, like, I need the person, like, that's a field trip. Like, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take it to the streets for that.
Okay.
That's a nice one. We gonna field trip that. Y'all gonna do that.
We go field. Yeah. Crazy.
We're gonna field trip that. But personally, yeah, I like a natural girl. I like natural, whether you know what I'm saying. And I ain't raised picky. As long as you natural.
You not what?
I ain't raised picky. I want you to be natural. Like I ain't saying like, you know, black, white girl or whatever. You gotta as long as you natural, I ain't, you know, I can deal with the, you know what I'm saying? We can go work out. We can get you that BBL status, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got the squat regimen for you, all that. Don't even trip.
Okay.
how about you? And we gotta, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I already know how to bear it.
Yeah. So for me, I like natural, hands down. Like, and I like natural because, like, I want to like you for who you are naturally. I don't need an enhancement. Me personally, I want to know and like who you are. We can't enhance what they can enhance, right? In general. So basically, and this is no shot at any women, but I know some women that I know how you really look, right? Once you get enhanced, all those pictures before you got that enhancement are gone. You a brand new person, right? Like you're a brand new person, and your energy's different now.
Yeah.
But now you shitting on other people's energy. So it's like,
it's
like, you know what I mean? And I understand, ladies, some of you guys wasn't born top heavy. Like BBL, you could do squats. So I'm like, right? But you wasn't born top heavy and you're really insecure. But I think that for me, I'm not judging. For me, you have to learn how to be secure in your insecurities because God made you that way. Right? So it's just with whatever. Like we all got flaws. So I'm cool if you have flaws and I know your flaws and I like you for you, nothing's gonna change that at all. Right? And as far as like enhancements, I think enhancements is cool, right? For certain people. It's just it came to the point where you're damn near killing yourself to get enhanced. And rest in peace to people who lost their life behind it. And on top of that, down the line, what does that do to you? Down the line, how does that affect you? You know what I'm saying? To look at, amazing. It's amazing to look at, right? But the thing is, for me, is you got it for everybody to look at, and everybody, and you're giving that attention, and attention's all on you. I'm cool. If I got a homegirl, you got enhancements, cool. I'm not even paying no attention. If you was cool before then, you my peoples. If you acting different now, cool. So what do I think? Once again, is preference. It's preference of who you are, right?
Because if it's gonna change you, it's really, really not like it's really not for you. Like that's
right.
And it's crazy for like you say, and it definitely changed. Like I mean, you know.
Could you imagine, bro? All right. Could you imagine like how women could get enhancements? A dude like, I want to go to the NBA. I want to be 7'1", enhance his height.
You ain't seen them dudes doing that?
They enhance his height. Yo, what?
You have not seen
Nah, that's out of line, bro.
No, it's not, G. It's in Switzerland and they niggas is getting tall. Nigga, I promise you I'm not.
So all right, so let me ask you this. If you was like, I want to be 6'8", you would basically go through that, whatever that surgery is, to be 6'8", regardless.
Would I do it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, like nah, like
if you don't like me at 5'9", you ain't gonna like me.
Yeah, I'm not with it. Shout out to the chicks who got BBLs and implants and you look good and all of that.
Facts. And you getting what you want.
It's somebody for you. It's somebody for you.
You know what I'm saying? But in 10 years, when you ain't able to able to do that surgery, you had to go back to looking like the little butt girl you was. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not
somebody gonna love you, but it won't be the dudes that was.
Yeah, and I'm not saying if I run into a chick I like, then I'm just like, you got it. It will take a lot from me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because even chicks like some women who wear like a ton of makeup and a ton of weaves and all of that, and you see them dressed up, and then when you see them not dressed up, you look like a totally different person. Yeah. So I start liking your representative, but when I see you regular, so it's just like I just don't want to be surprised.
I need to see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't want to be
see you on Wednesday on your way to CVS when you just ran out of pads or something and you just got to go to the store. Right. That's what I want to see. Right. That's why because that other girl, that's the Saturday night girl. I want to see the Monday through Tuesday, through Wednesday through Thursday. You know, I want to see that girl.
And if you mix it up and you wear makeup, cool. I'm just saying, it's like
just don't wear
bare face. I want to be cool.
Man, don't wear the drywall worth of makeup. Like, oh my Jesus!
I'm team natural. Shout out to my people who are team enhancement.
Alicia Keys.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with it. I got my people who like it just for me. I'm just a little old fashioned in that regard as far as who I want to be in a relationship with. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shits and giggles and looking at you, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Shits and giggles, yeah. Right. But like you say, I can't look
I'm not knocking it though.
No, but I also can't look at you for that whole time. Now I gotta talk to you after I get finished looking at you. And now if your attitude has been in the barrel and you finna you finna try to drag me just because everybody else been dragging you because you had a little booty. Now you got a big booty. Now, like you said, the whole attitude is like, oh well, now.
Shout out to the women who get the implants and they still who they are. That's crazy. Shout out to you,
man. Keep it
going.
You know
what I mean, preference based. My preference is just natural. What you got for me?
Okay, so with us talking about the BBL now, and you brought up your homegirl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the myth. And I know personally that it's just a myth. But I hear a lot of men, and again, I was a barbershop, that says a man cannot be friends with a woman. God, see, this is, I love your face. I love your face. I love it. A man cannot be a woman without having sex with her.
A man cannot be friends with a woman.
A man cannot be friends with a woman without having sex with her.
So how do you be platonic?
Do you think
I don't agree
true
with that.
Or not?
No, I don't agree.
Okay.
I feel like individuals could be close friends without having any sexual contact or sexual intercourse. Is a sticky subject. It's sticky because like if both of you guys don't have boundaries and you stand on your boundaries, it's going to get very sticky. And if you're close friends with somebody that you have an attraction to, it's going to go left. But is it possible? Absolutely. I'm friends with several women, a ton of women, and I never knocked them down or anything like that. You know what I mean? Right. But I'm just disciplined in that area, and they're disciplined. But the average guy who doesn't get attention, or the average girl who doesn't get attention, and girls get attention all the time. So let me say the average guy who's never around girls, I don't think they can do. The guy who's not secure with himself, so he just befriending the girl so he could get next to her. I think he can't do.
But it's a lot of dudes that say that, okay, just like you said, it's women that you haven't been friends with, but if they presented themselves to you like that, and just say, and again, we taking it out of if they were already your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You would knock them down, but now that they're your friend and they offered it to you, you wouldn't.
No, so ask that question again.
Like, okay, like so, chick was already your friend.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's take her out of being your friend.
Right. I just met her for the first time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you know she looked good. You would try to knock her down, right?
You asking me or you telling me?
I'm asking.
No. I'm a different dude now. I'm a little older, so I think different.
Okay. I'm talking about when you was younger. You would try to knock her down. She looked good.
Okay. Yeah.
But you end up being her friend before you got a chance to knock her down. So now, if she presented it to you, you wouldn't do it, right?
Right.
Because she's your friend now. Because you got different respect for it.
Yeah. Yes and no. I already sized her up. Like I already put her in a certain zone. I'm being honest with you. Like I'm being like when I meet any girl, if we cool or we not cool, I'm putting you in a certain space. Period. That's what it is. Everybody does it, right? You meet some people and they're not the type of person you just know I can't really be around you like that, right? Because I'm at a point now where my energy and protecting my peace is highly important. So if I meet you and your energy's off, you can't be my friend, and I'm not knocking you down.
Right.
If I meet you and your energy's cool, I still need to get to know you before I even think about knocking you down. Right. And I don't want any chick that everybody else had. I like exclusivity.
Okay.
So I'm thinking a lot. I'm thinking
but
very
even
far
in general,
into
but even in general, I mean, because again, I hear men all the time that say, even if she's your friend, you just waiting for a time for her to say that
I'm not.
That she'll want to do it to you,
right.
and you'll do it.
But
again, I'm with you. I'm different. I got friends I done had since I was in 9th grade.
Right.
One of my best friends, Charles Lee. And I know more than a couple people that are like, man, just tell me the truth, man. I know you knocked her down. I'm like, no, I haven't. Oh, I know you have one. No, I haven't. Like, she's always been just my. Like,
but is she really your friend if you waiting for her to give you the opportunity just to knock her down? If she's not really your friend, you waiting for the opportunity to present herself.
Exactly. And
you know what I mean?
And that's not the case.
So that's being a sleazeball.
Exactly.
Nah.
And usually them dudes that say that, they in sleazeball category.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Sorry.
What I understand and what I notice is this. A woman is more valuable when she's my friend in a lot of situations. Absolutely. So if you're more valuable to me as being friends, I'm willing to risk all the value you have to knock it down for a moment for a notch on my belt. That makes no sense. That's a bad investment.
Yeah.
I'm a businessman. That's a bad investment.
Yeah.
And I'm not waiting around for a chick to slip up or give me an opportunity. I'm waiting for you to give me an opportunity. I make my own. I'm not waiting for you to give me an opportunity. So can you have a platonic friend? Absolutely. It depends on the person. What is your intentions of being cool with this person? You know what I'm saying? Like that's that for me, that's corny. For me, I'm not doing that. The people who do it, you're not corny. It's just corny movement if I did.
Right.
I'm not doing none of that. Like we not doing that at all.
That's a classified corny move bullshit. Like that's that like you said, that's sleazeball. That's just you. That's just you being a predator, pretty much.
Basically,
you just waiting for the right time to pounce. You know what I'm saying? And that's not there's nothing cool about
it. It's quality over quantity at this point.
No,
if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. It's quality over quantity.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't need to knock down every chick movie. There's too much going on out here.
Right. And I don't have to compromise the friends and the women that I do call my friends. I don't have to compromise them by trying to, like you say, just for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Like just for, oh man, I just want to, man. It ain't like you say. Everything is not to be manipulated. Everything is not to be knocked down. Everything is not to, you know what I'm saying? Like life is life. You just don't. Like you say, you don't have to be a creep every day of the week. Like, take some days off. It's okay.
Right.
Like it's all right. Ain't nobody gonna question you if they catch you being an okay guy. You know what I'm saying? Sleaze bucket.
Right. Sleazeball. I got one for you. In your personal opinion, right? How is this generation different than your generation? Pro and con.
Oh wow.
Pro and con.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna sit here and
come on, man.
And on this generation.
But you want me to?
Basically. No. I'm just asking you a question. You don't got to shit on them.
But that's what I'm gonna have to do because that's what it is.
It could be differences with their pro and your pro. You can answer however you want to answer it, bro. Like, I can't tell you how to answer a question.
I'm mid-70s, going into everything that everybody loved, right? 80, everybody loved late 70s, 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? That was the place. That was the place to be. You know what I'm saying?
Before the cameras.
That was the place to be. You know what I'm saying? So to me, our generation is just a lot more resilient than the one after. Than the ones after, I would say. It's a resiliency, point blank. It's just things that we will do and things that they won't do.
Right.
And most of them coincide with just coming up. With coming up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I would ride the bus. I would walk to work if I had to. Again, it's work. I got to get there. I got to try to pay my bills, so on and so whatever. Kids nowadays, they won't even make that decision. I don't care where you live at. I don't care if it's Arizona, if it's Alaska. You got to get there. You got to throw a coat on. You got to do something, but you got to get there. If nobody else is getting you there, you got to try to find a resource.
They won't go.
They just won't go.
Got you.
They just kill. The whole thing is the lack of effort. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't want to try. You want me to try harder than you, and I can't try harder than you.
Right.
I need for you to try so I can show you what you're not doing in your trying.
Right.
Because I didn't try that before.
Okay.
I done made them walks. You know what I'm saying? I done did all types of things in order for me to be able to not have to rely on somebody else.
Stopping you from getting your goal and where you going.
Nobody. Nothing is gonna stop me at all. But kids nowadays, they'll stop. And they won't even stop to ask the right question.
Right.
They just stop.
Right.
And you ask them, hey, what you doing? Are you gonna do anything? Nope. I don't have to.
Right.
And nobody told me I had to.
You my parent, you gonna take care of me. I heard that recently. I was like, yo, that's bugged out.
Man, listen.
You know what I mean?
And you know me. You know me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a son. Mm-hmm. And I won't cheat him out of being a good man.
Right.
Period. And I'm not fantastically good at myself. But I tell him every day, you're going to be better than me.
Right.
If you don't do nothing else in life,
Right.
you're gonna be better than me.
Right.
I don't know if your mother got to tell you that also as a young man,
Right.
as a young woman, as a kid, period. Your parents should tell you, you better be better than me, or else I'm gonna be mad at you.
Right.
Strive for that.
Right.
If you don't strive for nothing else. And that goes across the board. Education, if you think I'm stupid, be smarter than me.
Right.
If you think I'm unathletic, be more athletic than me.
I'm giving you the recipe to be better than me, and I'm not horrible.
And I'm not horrible. So if you can be better than me, I'm gonna raise somebody that hopefully everybody loves. And that's all you want. I don't care about an accolade. I don't care about none of that. So I hope my son takes the resiliency of that I have into his life, into his generation. Because that's a lost art. And I mean, in everything, I think, you know what I'm saying? Everything that goes on these days is just a lack of effort. If we put forth a little bit of effort, things happen. You know what I'm saying? And they happen, and just so extraordinary and so fantastic. And we just look at it like we're not fantastic. Like I had to explain to a young man the other day, you human. If I cut you, you gonna bleed, and you gonna heal up 3 days later.
Mm-hmm.
No Band-Aid, no nothing. It's just gonna be your scar is gonna heal.
Right.
You're amazing.
Right.
But
some people feel like they got it so hard.
It's so, oh, woe is me. Oh my God. Oh, I'm just so tired. I got so many things to do. I gotta do this. You don't have all them things is in your mind because you about to sit there on the couch and watch TV for 5 hours and veg out and not do half the stuff that you just said you had to do.
Food for thought. Like I say, food for thought. If you telling yourself that in your mind is real, perception is your reality, and you're creating a perception like you're the only one going through it. Once you create that perception, your actions and energy is going to follow that. Right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you finished with your thought?
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. Yeah. I ran.
I think this generation has access. That's a pro. They have access to everything. Anything they want to find, they have access to. If they want to look at how we grew up, they have access to it. If they want to find something, they just Google it. Anything that you want in this generation, you can get it. Literally, you can get it. If you play a sport, if you rap, if you sing, if you dance, if you create, and somebody else create, you can Google them to see who they are and what they do. When we was growing up, if we're playing basketball and you're in Michigan and I'm in New York and your name is mentioned, the only time I see you if we go to camp and play against each other. So I'm gonna just hear about your name. You're gonna hear about my name. And you know how we prepare for one another? Every day we go up and work hard. Now you don't have to do that. You could literally look at somebody's tendencies online, get the blueprint, and decide if you want to be better or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, so their access is amazing, and I feel like I don't knock none of you young people. Like, do your thing, but don't take for granted for what you have.
Yes.
Right? And it's time that you guys got the internet, the internet era and the internet age. Take advantage of it. Right? Because what you guys have is monumental, and you can utilize it to be great. Right? You just got to tap into what you supposed to do, not what everybody else is doing. You're following somebody else, you're and trying to get their results. It's not going to work. So that's some of the differences. And to piggyback what you said is like, not this generation. A lot of kids that I meet, they don't understand what hard work is. They don't understand what hard work is. You're not working hard because you tried a little bit. I'm not applauding you for saying, oh, but I went to school today. But you should. That helps you. I'm already smarter than you. Why should I give you allowance, right? Or do any of those things or buy you something because you went to school or because you took out the trash? The same way you don't want to do it, even though I had you, I could say I don't want to support you. Now what? Why is it an obligation because you're my kid? It's an obligation when it's beneficial for you. So that just, I don't like beating anybody down. So I'm going to say the access, utilize the access. In our generation, you said resiliency, and I just say at the end of the day, we have to face things head on. Whatever it is, we got to face things head on. The things that we had to deal with growing up, we're not afraid of what's now because we feel like in a lot of situations what we face is harder than what it is now.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm glad we didn't have cameras in this, the paparazzi of social media.
Yes.
So I think that's hard for kids now. living in today's time, trying to live up to what they feel individuals think they should be or look like, that's tough. You know what I mean? But that's about it for me.
Because of perception.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, out of all the visuals, nobody's really seeing what's supposed to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really putting out there. Like, people don't put bad days on the internet, G. Like, people do not put bad days on the internet unless it's on a fucking blooper show. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculousness or something. You know what I mean?
Promote that.
Like, it don't promote none of that. You know what I'm saying? But people be having some of the worst days, taking all the depression drugs, all the, you know what I'm saying, moping around. You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know. But you ain't saying none of that when you got your own platform.
Right.
And you're not telling people, today I feel fucked up.
Right.
Today, this is how it is, and I'm not going to smile probably for a couple days.
Right.
This is how it is. But no, people just say, oh, yeah, everything is fine.
Or when individuals put that out, you shame them for putting their real life out.
Right. Exactly.
You know
because you don't want to understand.
Right.
Nobody really wants to understand. And that it's just, that's just the worst. It's the worst. We need to be more compassionate people. You know what I'm saying? Agreed. But we got a few minutes left. So
combine the questions.
Okay, and it's really it's the last one I have.
Okay.
But we're gonna combine it to like since you said to me, you know what I'm saying, I was being like unprofessional today. You know what I'm saying? I was being unprofessional today because I ain't looking as
I say you didn't put it on.
I ain't being as buttery as my man's over here.
Shout out to my homie Goods.
It is
Slick Walk Leather. You know what I mean? For the joint and all that. Make sure you go check them out. You know.
So you know. Okay. So this is why this is perfect. This is perfect. Okay. So basically, and I'm just saying it's just as the contrast right now. Mm-hmm. As it is, okay, we'll say you formal, dressed up compared to me.
Okay.
Right, and I'm like dressed down, right? Mm-hmm. So as I'm older than you, and you younger than I, and we both grown up and had to do stuff that our parents made us do, how we had to dress, right? So I'm sure you had to, and you in corporate America, you didn't have to wear hard bottom shoes. You didn't have to, you didn't have to dress up like we traditionally dress up. Mm-hmm. But as I've gotten older and as times have changed, the footwear as we dressed up has changed from the hard bottom to pretty much a sneaker type of shoe really being the thing to wear now.
So wearing sneakers with a suit like that?
Yes.
Okay.
So my question is so have sneaker types taken the place of the traditional hard bottom shoe to be dressy? Because again, everything used to be get you a hard bottom, you dress up, you look, you know what I'm saying, you look good and studious. Now you can still dress up from neck to ankle, but your shoe is now a soft bottom tennis shoe looking type of shoe, more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, Kohan type, just soft loafer type or whatever, but it's gone from, you'll see more corporate American guys at their job wearing Jordans with a suit than you'll see with men with traditional hard bottom brown, fantastically shined, all the, you know what I'm saying, all the bells and whistles. You see celebrity men on the red carpet, boom. I mean, they have on a whole tuxedo and they have on a pair of Jordan 11s. You know what I'm saying? So what's your take from what you see, and you being younger than I am, and it just like that's how it seems to me. It seemed like the tennis shoe type is taking over.
I'm not gonna say I feel like it's taken over. I'm gonna say I feel like it's more acceptable. And the reason I say that is because for me, I'm not putting on no suit with no sneakers. If I'm putting it on, I'm putting it all the way on.
Fact.
I want to get. I want to get fly. That's not fly to me, right? But if you put on a suit with sneakers because that's what you want to put together, do you? Me, I'm crispy. But to answer your question, I don't feel like it's taken over. I feel like it's more acceptable, and also being that it's more acceptable when you wear it, you're not frowned upon, right? Because like you go to church, you ain't dressed up, they hit you with the
right. But now it's coming as you are. So
exactly. So I think that's cool because I'm not judging anybody for what they do. I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do, right? So if I see you with a dope suit and I see you with some sneakers is dope. In my head, I may be like, oh, they would have put on some shoes. It would really look crazy.
Right. But you're still not saying that they not.
Nah, like, but then again is my whole life I was wearing kicks. Right. So now this is new for me. So now I get to put it on and it gives me a different vibe when I put it on.
Right.
Three-piece suit, hard bottom, one time, boom, lined up, boom, boom. I want you to take me serious too. I'm presenting myself in a certain way where it's just different. It's a feeling.
So the sneakers don't give me the sneakers don't give me serious when I'm worth a half a million. I mean I know I am. So the sneakers don't give me serious.
You're telling me if I looked at you?
No, yeah.
No, I'm not taking you serious. I'm not saying you're not worth a half a million.
I mean, we're in a meeting. You know what I'm saying? We talking money, and you look down and you see my sneakers. You're not taking me seriously.
Nah, and I'm not taking you seriously about how you put that together, not who you are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like what you put together is your outfit.
Okay.
Who you are as a person is your character.
Okay.
You think what I'm saying? So it's like I know
you're not taking my outfit seriously.
Exactly. Okay. Like I don't judge somebody. I don't judge someone's character on how they dress. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do that. Yeah, but okay, cool.
I do something.
You know what I mean?
It's
I know a lot of cool dudes who just are fashion like they fashion sucks. But they cool people and they get money. They just spend money. I know dudes who got mad cars and they can't dress. Right? So does that mean they not get the bag? No. But at the end of the day, if you putting it together, like if I got on a suit and I'm with Shorty and Shorty got on a pair of sneakers with a dress, we are not going out together. I'm sorry. We are not doing that. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's based upon what I want to wear, not what society does. But if I see you with a pair of Jordans, cool. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a dude who's going to wear 1,000 chains. I'm going to wear the right watch and the right chain. Some other people got 1,000 chains on, 2 watches. That's you. For me, that's too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes, you could throw in Jordans at your wedding if you get married. I'm not if I get married. I'm putting it all the way on, photo shoot fresh. That's just what it is for me. It's still a fashion thing. I'm from one of the most fashionable places in the world.
Right.
Everything to the socks. My name is in my blazer.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Anytime, like some people be fresh in one area. Oh, that's not fresh.
Right. You got the pocket square.
Man, come on. So if you put on Jordans with your suit, I'm not gonna clown you. Do your thing. I'm gonna respect you. But if we talking about putting it on, you telling me a sneaker is gonna look better than a pair of hard bottoms in a suit? I'm just asking you now.
No, I'm
asking you your opinion. What you think goes better together if you was to put it on?
It just depends. And for me personally, it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay, copy.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could still be feeling fresh in the hard bottoms just as well as me being fresh in the tennis shoe. It just depends on how I'm, again, just how my whole vibe is feeling. Mm-hmm. Because I might know where I'm going. Mm-hmm. And I might be like, you know what? I don't want to be in this place for 4 or 5 hours in these hard shoes. So I'm gonna pick me a tennis shoe that's gonna coincide with me. Even
but
just being,
I could have that on the side of my feet, star, and I could do that. But when you first see me, I'm crispy.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Preference.
To me, it's still I'm still looking crispy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that I just decided on.
Yes, I answer your question. Yes, I'm gonna answer your question. Yes, I feel like it didn't take over, but it's 70. I'm gonna say it's 60-40. It's 60-40 people throwing sneakers on with suits compared to individuals wearing suits with hard bottoms because it's acceptable. the comfortability factor, and a lot more sneakerheads. I'm just not gonna do that, me personally.
But that's what I'm saying. But
right.
That's why I say like even the one that's why I brought up Cole Haan.
But I won't throw a super Cole Haan. I throw a nice pair of dress pants.
Now I just
be a suit.
I done seen them, and I'm sure you've seen some of them. Some of them dudes, and they had the white bottom joints, and they had a suit on. Like that be they, you know.
Like that look?
No, I'm just saying
I'm just asking.
No, that's the look that I see more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I brought it up. No, I'm not doing that. Like I said,
why not?
Because like I'm like, I mean, in most fashions, I'm like that too. I want to put it all the way. Like I know how I feel when I get that look. When I know how I look, because I'm from the place where they like their head to toe you first. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be head to toe. Like I want
energy's even different.
Yes.
You treat it different. That's your enhancement. When you put it on, that's your enhancement.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All right, that was your last question?
No.
All right, so these are my last questions I'm gonna combine. All right. Let me see. So is social media the new Hollywood? Right? And have you always been a confident person? I want you to answer both of those questions. You can answer them in whatever order you want to answer them in. The new Hollywood.
And have I always been confident?
Right.
Okay. First question. Absolutely, social media is a new Hollywood. When people know more, when internet people start invading Hollywood things, and everybody knows who the YouTube person is, or like
they're celebrity.
They're celebrity. That's new Hollywood, and it's just, I mean, just how I watch things progress, and you see like it's certain people like that I follow and that I watch, and that's funny or whatever. I see they have a whole community of the people that they are with,
right,
and that they continuously put out content with, and and they are, and again, I know some of them, you know what I'm saying, that's just out there, and they went from being on Facebook to being everywhere,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to Big Ja, like people like that. I mean, they do comedy skits like Ha Davis, you know what I'm saying? Like they went from being just doing content to boom, like you know what I'm saying? Now they everywhere. So it's it's definitely Hollywood for sure. Like I think it's, and everybody. I mean, shit, we try to get a piece of it. Everybody trying to get a piece of whatever that they can pull on to, that they don't. You don't have to go to Los Angeles anymore.
Right. Exactly.
You no longer have to follow. You no longer have to follow the old blueprint of I got to go over here and talk to these people. No, I can do what I have to do in my space, in my market, and if you like it, you will gravitate to it. You create your own and you create your own Hollywood, because now these people they come after you now. Now you can't go to the grocery store. You wonder why I can't go to the grocery store, because you know what I'm saying.
Some of these people are bigger than celebrities as far as notoriety, as far as who they are.
Yes, knowing who absolutely. They are. When I can talk to my son, he's 8 years old, and he sees somebody, hey dad, that's so and so from YouTube. That's crazy to me.
Right. Right.
I don't know him, and why do you know him? And how have you seen him enough to remember and know his name? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's but this is the cycle of life that we live in. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I just want to know who the hell you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I need to know their names just like you know them. You know what I'm saying? So I can know and follow them, just like, because once they start doing something like, hey man, you don't need to follow him because he's not or whatever. But it's definitely Hollywood for sure. And second part, I've always had confidence, right? But in certain areas, it took different times. When I was just growing up, I had to have confidence because I was a smaller person. I was a smaller guy. And then I had to have confidence because I played point guard. And that put me in a different confidence. Because now I was told I was able to direct these these dudes that's on my team. You know what I'm saying? So that brought a different confidence. But when I really gained personal confidence, personal confidence, all around confidence is after I graduated high school. Because it was no longer, I wasn't living on what my parents done or what they do. Oh, what your parents do? Oh, they do something. And you get put into a classification with your friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So after high school, I was able to grasp hold to my life.
Right.
And again, start making the steps of who I've become to be up until today.
Right.
So like it took me when I graduated high school.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
But I gained a ton of confidence when I left Michigan to come to Arizona to continue to be a barber. My confidence went through the roof. Because I was, at this point, I was financially confident. You know what I'm saying? Like I really could, like I was moving like I'd seen other people move, but I was like, wow, I could do this, I could do that if I just did this. You know what I'm saying? So it was different points in it, you know what I'm saying, for me. But yeah, that was it took a minute for the confidence to really leak in, but once you get it, it doesn't go anywhere. And most people hate it because they don't have it.
Right. As far as me,
good question.
Yeah, no worries. As far as me, I agree with everything you said about. I think social media is a new Hollywood because it's a group of individuals where they shape and move the culture. However, social media is moving, that's going to cause everybody else to move that way. You got individuals on social media being the new paparazzi. You got individuals either blowing up or ruin their career, right? In either way. So in that regards, social media is a new Hollywood, but it's bigger than Hollywood in the sense that every city has their group of individuals that's on social media that creates how that city's going to move in such a space.
Right.
So absolutely. The only thing I say about social media being the new Hollywood, be careful of the things you put out. Try to preserve and protect more. Because once you out there, there's no coming back and it's always going to be on the internet. So you got to be solid from the beginning. So be careful what you ask for. You see everybody else doing these skits or doing these pranks or doing these things. Don't try to follow them. It may not go the same for you, but it's definitely an opportunity for you to skyrocket whatever you want your career to be. Just be true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at Hollywood being in social media. There's room for everybody to win and grow, but at the same time, stay confident and down with who you are and don't waver. Once again, your moral code and your moral compass and your character. Right. Because once that's out there, it's a wrap. You can't take that back.
Just doing stuff for clicks.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'd rather take the stairs. You gotta have the elevator.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as confidence, have I always been confident or had confidence? Nah. It was a progression. You know what I mean? It got to the point where I had to feel secure in myself. Once I felt secure in myself, I was able to become confident. Like you said, I played basketball too. New York, the time I was coming up, felt like Baghdad. And no offense to individuals who live in Baghdad or military individuals, it was very tough. So if you did not have confidence in your abilities and who you are, you was going to get chewed up. And what helped me get that confidence is putting in the work. Whatever I was trying to do, I put in the work. I was willing to do what other people wouldn't do. There was nothing that I wouldn't do legally and with my morals that I wasn't going to do to get better. If I was going to study, if I was going to go outside, if I was going to run, if I was going to lift weights, whatever I needed to do, I did it. So the more I put in work, and this is an early age, 14, 15, I'm feeling confident. I'm moving around, not getting embarrassed, not being in rooms, not feeling uncomfortable. Right. But as I became an adult, and I'm going to say like 18 to 20, once I realized who I was because I knew my capability and my results from playing basketball and me saying, hey, I put in all this work every day, I'm only going to get better, it was over. And then with that came girls like it, people respecting you. You're getting results you didn't expect to get.
Right.
confidence shot up. But even to this day, we got situations that we're not confident in, and that's okay. But you always got to remember, in the beginning, you're not going to be confident.
Right.
If you keep working at it, your
That's
confidence grows, and that's the importance, and
Right.
that's the point of
Right.
keep grinding and keep trying to get better in your craft of whatever that is.
Put the work in.
Yeah. So how you gonna take us out? How you gonna take us out, or you want me to do it?
I'll let you do it today, brother.
All right. You know, so this was episode 4, 2 Brains, 1 Goal. I think it was a great episode. We definitely want you to take some of those questions that we asked one another, utilize that, and basically write some comments in our YouTube, in our Instagram page. We want to hear what your answers were in some of those questions, the pros and the cons and the why. Right? On top of that, make sure you follow myself, Mr. Frequent Flyer Miles on Instagram, Unconventionally Miles on TikTok, 2 Brains, 1 Goal on YouTube. Right? I mean, 2 Brains, 1 Goal on YouTube and Instagram. Also, make sure if you like this buttery leather from my man Goods, you know what I mean, Slick Walk leather. Make sure you, we might need to get you one. Make sure you go follow my man Goods the Animal or Slick Walks on Instagram. Go ahead, Freddie P. Talk your talk, man.
And I just like to say, from me to y'all,
thank you as well.
Thank you for even paying attention to us. You know what I'm saying? Listen to us talk. I am a barber. I am found in Mesa, Arizona, Crown and Kings Barbershop, but I am Mr. Fly Clips. That's what I go under. Facebook, Fly Clips. Instagram, Freddie in the Flesh. So please reach out, say hi, subscribe, like all the pages.
Right.
And
like, comment, and subscribe.
And we're gonna keep doing this.
Let me add this. Anybody in the Arizona, Vegas, Texas, California area, I am a licensed loan officer as well. So if you're looking to do anything with your homes, feel free to reach out to me. Very knowledgeable, very respectful, willing to have a conversation if you're serious. And also, I have a mental health podcast as well. And make sure Freddie get his barbering and his business podcast. It's called Unconventionally Miles on all platforms as well. Therefore, for individuals who lack in confidence or insecure, this is to help you get motivated to move out in the world and be successful, man. Each one teach one. When you move different, your move's different. You know what I mean? 2 Brains, 1 Goal. Another episode down. Fantastic. Come on, man. We moving. Hashtag committee.
Hashtag committee.
Hashtag committee. So basically, when you go to any of our posts, hashtag committee. We're trying to get the committee moving. We want to work on some areas where we're gonna have some guests in the studio. It's a lot going on, man.
Give us suggestions on guests if y'all want to see somebody. If y'all think if y'all think they're outrageous, we might be able to do it. You never know. You never know who in Arizona. Believe me.
Right. Anybody who have a small business and you guys got a great service, we would love to talk to you to see if there's something we could do to help you market your business and have people in the community coming out and supporting you as well. You know
we wear shirts, we wear leathers, you know what I'm saying? We wear stuff, you know what I'm saying? I wear hats, you know what I'm saying? We do.
And it looks good on us, by the way. So it looks good on us. So 2 Brains, 1 Goal, episode 4.
Shout out Nice and Necessities as well.
Man. My guy, you already know how we moving. We out.